Oh shit. Hey, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing out here this morning? It is Labor Day weekend, guys. Happy Super Friday for all you laborers out there. It's Labor Day. It's a day for the laborers. It's my day. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this story. Probably not. We'll start the show off with this, guys. It is 7:10 a.m. Wakey, wakey. Time to bakey, guys. That's right. Get those dab rigs, get those joints, get those bongs. Who's ready for second sleep? Well, you got to hang on till we're done, but you can go hit the wake and bake and do a second sleep. It is Labor Day weekend, guys. It's made for you. Real quick story, kick off the show before we get super started here. I was managing a C's Candy. That's right. That's undercover for all you new viewers out there. I work a job. I just don't want to promote it. But it's C's Candy. That's what we call it. I work a seasonal C's Candy job. And what are you doing in there, Rosie? And there was a lady that worked for me. And we had built the store and we were opening Labor Day weekend. That's right. Big opening day. Everyone's excited. We built the store. We're opening it up. People outside are waiting. They're excited to get their C's Candy. You guys know how it goes. And I told this lady, I said, hey, we're going to have to, you're going to have to work. Here's the schedule. Put her on for Sunday, Monday, whatever it was. And she, funny, she looked at me and she said, Brian. And she had this Minnesota accent. And she's all, Brian. I see if I can do it. See if I can do it, guys. The Minnesota accent. I don't think I'll be able to, but maybe. Let me try it. But Brian, no, I can't do it. That was like a Jamaican man. But she's like, Brian, it's Labor Day. There we go. It's Labor Day weekend. I'm a laborer. It's a day for the people. You can't make me work Labor Day. It's for the laborers. We're taking little Jessica up to Parker. They love her there. They all come out and look at her. It's Labor Day weekend. I'm a laborer. You can't make me work. It's a day for the people. I just looked at her and I'm like, whatever. And I let her have the day off. I let her have the weekend off. But I tell you, later on down the road, a couple of weeks later, I was very much had the opportunity to fire this lady. And I looked very much forward to firing her. I've never looked forward to firing anyone in my life. This one I was. I had worked 32 days straight without a day off. It was my day off. And I had to drive 42 miles one way, 84 miles round trip to go to the store and fire this lady. I get about halfway there. It's on a freeway, so there's no turning around. I get about halfway there. She calls me and she quits. My one day off. And I drive to the store to fire her. The only joy I was going to get. And she quit before I could fire her. But it's a day for the people. It's Labor Day. It's a people's day. That's right, guys. It is a people's day. It's our day. Fuck that lady. But we're going to party it down and we're going to have a good time, guys. So get in, get ready. We go live into, we got the Wakey Bakey news. We got, what else we got? We got Today in History. We're going to get into some crazy Labor Day fails. We're going to get into some Labor Day recipes. We got all sorts of stuff, guys. How to stay safe on Labor Day. All the things, guys. So stick around. We go live into Let's Do This Thing, baby. running with my pants down. Here we go.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja bichuela y guandules no viene ligado igualito que yuca. El pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te
No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno.
7:10 a.m. guys. Smoke them if you got them. Welcome one, welcome all to the best Labor Day ball of them all. That's right, guys. I'm a poet and didn't even effing know it. That's right. I don't know why I said effing. Let's see, what are we getting into, guys? I had some surgery done yesterday on the old neck. They went in with the giant alien machine and they did their thing in my neck. Boy, it was hurting like a son of a bitch yesterday. I'll tell you that right now. It was hurting bad, but it's all good now, man. I think it's just the swelling just from them going in. Took my couple little pain pills, smoked a couple big old bong loads, wax filled loads, and I passed out, man. I was out up until about 15 minutes ago. And so I feel a lot better now. Neck is feeling good, nice and loose. Still got to take it a little easy for a couple days. Ice, and more ice is what they're saying. But all good, guys. It went smooth. No complications, no issues arose. Went and had some Cane's chicken afterwards. Man, is that the worst about an afternoon surgery? Is that you can't eat for fucking like 12 hours, man. We had to get there about noon, 12:30. And so they told me not to eat or drink anything from midnight. So 12 hours, man. I had a shot of water in the morning. But other than that, 12 freaking hours without eating, man. I was in pain. I was like all hunched over, and all I wanted to do was go home. But I'm like, no. We got to go get something to eat. We ate at Cane's Chicken. Great little spot, man. I like Cane's Chicken. They do chicken right. That's all they do. They just do the chicken fingers. Smart business plan. They do it right. Kind of like an In-N-Out, man. You haven't ever tried Cane's? I would try it out. It's a good chicken place. Sauce is great. It's okay chicken with great sauce, if that makes sense. But we ate there, came home. I passed the F out, guys. Just waking up now, but everything's good. Everything's right with the world today, guys. So we're good to go. I'm ready to party it up for the weekend. Guys. Hopefully you are too. Who we got up in here already? I know it's kind of early. We got Harvey Hooligans already up in. Whoa. We got Harvey Hooligans up in here. We got Supernova Mike. Supernova, I miss you, buddy. We need to hang out sometime, man. Come on over and smoke a J on the porch again, man. It's starting to cool down, so it'd be nice. Pamela, how's the house hunting going? How's your life going? Are you getting everything back on track? How are you feeling? How are you doing, Dankster? How are you doing? Good morning, Rosie K. The sweet, the lovely Rosie K. Good morning. Mr. Crispers is up in the house. Good morning. Hopefully you're doing good, Mr. Crispers. Let's see here. What do we got going on here? Oops. Hope everyone has a great weekend out there. Oh man, let's see here. What was I looking for? Oh, YouTube. I wanted to see something real quick. Let me turn this down here. Here we go. Hey, I'll be in your neighborhood next week. I'll call you. Nice, Nova Mike. Nice. I'm gonna make sure everything looked right. Oh, we got some people up in here. Nice. Good morning, guys. What's on my mind this morning before we get into the wake? Oh, speaking of Wakey Bakey news. I better get it keyed up, man. I'm all struggling. What do I want to talk about this weekend, man? Guys, be safe out there. It's going to be wild. We live on the Colorado River, so it's going to be pretty wild out there. So all you locals, be kind, be good, be safe out there, man. A lot of wild people out there who don't know how to navigate the river. Man, it can be very dangerous. A lot of people die on that thing, man. I grew up on the Colorado River, swimming. My best friend David Verithaler back in the day, he lived on the river. He had a nice house. His mom had a nice house on the river. We'd jump off the dock, go right into it. We would actually get crazy. This is how much we swam, and I mean, man, there was like 5 summers. Well, that's all we did. So we would do duck diving. So what we would do is they had a dock that was in the middle, kind of in the middle of the river. Not so much in the middle. You guys know what I'm saying. They had the big steel poles and then the dock, and it goes up and down as the river fluctuates in height or whatever you want to call it. And so what we would do is we would jump in the river. The dock would be right there. We would duck dive under it, let the current take us, and then pop out on the other side. And man, that's dangerous as shit if you think about it. But if you grow up on the river, you know how to navigate the currents a little better. We went floating, man. That's, you know what? We should do that one day, guys. Who wants to, I don't know, a bunch of pasty white stoners, but still, who would like to do that? A river float, guys. That, you know what? We used to do that as a kid. Man, we did it like weekly. Me and my friend Pat Olson, who another one of my best friends, we would go up to the Chamber of Commerce in Bullhead. We'd get dropped off by our parents, and he lived down by the golf course. So what we would do is we would float from the Chamber of Commerce from Bullhead. We start like, I don't know, 10 a.m. or something, and we would end up floating all the way down to his house. And it was probably, God, it took us all day. So probably like 6-7 hour float. Man, those are some of the funnest times I ever had. Brian, do you feel it? I went good. Hey, there he is. Broken brain of Eric. Broken brain of Eric in the house, guys. Hey, it went good, man. No problems, really. Was in a lot of pain yesterday just because of the pressure of them digging around and doing their thing. But I came home, took a couple pain pills, went to bed. Speaking of pain pills, I haven't seen Chris Zucchini in a while. I have to reach out to him. You know what? We'll reach out to him right now, live on the show, guys. And don't bash me for he likes his pills, guys. Okay, that's what made me remind me. He likes his pills. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy. Where's he at? Had to be before that. I really need to take better care of my. Where's he at on here, man? I guess I could just look for his name in the search bar, couldn't I? Sure, if we want to do things the easy way. I'm not seeing him on. I'll have to look. I know I got him on. No, that's not him. Well, either way, Chris Zucchini, we're thinking about you. And I know I messaged him on here before. Oh well, guys. We're thinking about you, Chris. We're thinking about you either way. Either way, my neighborhood starts pulling in at 2 a.m. My neighbors started pulling in. Oh, for the big weekend, right? For the big weekend. Yeah. So be safe out there, guys. But you know what? On the other flip side of that, a river float that might be fun to do before it gets too cold. Well, it's never going to get too cool. But while the summer's still going on, I know. Mojave Martian would be down for that. And his significant other, all of them, everyone. I think it's a good idea. If anyone's interested in that, maybe we can put it together. Nice river float. That'd be fun, man. Pass a J around, having a good time. But again, all us pasty white guys, I don't know. What else did I want to talk about today, guys? What's on my mind? What's on my mind before we get into the wakey bakey news? What's on my mind? So you know what's bugging me? What's his name? What was this guy's name? Hang on one second. I'm going to have to look it up on YouTube. There's a wrestler, an old wrestler that has been bugging me lately. And you know what? I'm going to vent about it. I got a show. I got a show. I can vent. He was never much of a wrestler. He was a mid card guy. He was a curtain jerker. He thought he was a lot more than he was. Where the hell is this guy at? And he just did an interview. Low Key, Lowki, Loki is his name. He wrestled a little bit in WWE, very briefly, under the name Kaval. And he was on the NXT show, not the NXT that we all know now, but the NXT. It was like a competition trying to get into the WWE. So almost like a Tough Enough, but they had actually legitimate wrestlers on there. And so, like, you know who came up? Daniel Bryan came up through that. The Miz came up through that. No, not The Miz. He was Tough Enough. But Daniel Bryan. There's a Husky Harris who ended up being Bray Wyatt. Came through that era, if you will, that generation of NXT show. But this guy, Loki, Kaval. Oh, my God, this guy. I've never met anyone in my life who thinks so much of themselves as this fucking low-key guy. Wrestling's predetermined. We all know that. For an example, what's bugging me about this guy is he almost talks like it's real. Yeah, I called out all 4 world champions. I called them all out on Twitter. I've gotten no replies. I called out Gunther because I beat him in his first match 33 years ago. So he owes me a title shot. He knows he can't beat me because I beat him in his first match. Oh, and then I called out Dolph Ziggler, but he's scared because I knocked him out at the Royal Rumble, and he know. Okay, first of all, dude, if you knocked anyone out, you wouldn't be wrestling again. You're a horrible wrestler. If you legitimately knock somebody out, you're a piece of shit. You don't know how to wrestle if you legitimately knock somebody out. I just want to say that. Wrestling is a performance. It's not UFC. No one's scared of you, low-key. You're a fucking 5'5". I could take you, low-key, and I'm not even a fucking wrestler. Anytime, anywhere, low-key. The Daily Dank challenges you to any kind of match because you're nothing, dude. You talk about filling up arenas. They paid to see other people. They didn't pay to see you. No one's ever paid a nickel to see Low-Key or Kaval. No one's ever given a shit about your career other than you. All right, so let's get that right, Kaval, of whatever the fuck your name is, Low-Key. No one gives a shit about you, about your career, because you've done nothing. You are nothing. You're a complainer. You've gotten fired from every company. They don't want you back. That's how come you can't get a match, because no company wants you in their company because you can't draw a dime. Period. You talk about, oh, these matches would be epic. No, they wouldn't. They would be pushed down in the middle of the card where you normally are, and it would just be a match one time. You would put them over because you're nothing. No one wants to put a title on you. No one wants to freaking have you in their company. It's obvious, dude. In your prime, no one wanted you. You're not even an indie darling. You're just an indie guy who made a living. Accept it, move on. These stupid interviews where you talk about how tough you are. Vince McMahon hired 5 people to jump me. It's in the ring. It's on the Friday Night SmackDown. You can see it. No, it was part of the fucking show. No one paid anyone to beat you up. No one cares that much about you. Like, dude, get out of your own head. You're a normal guy. You're not even a wrestler anymore. You're just a normal dude who had a couple t-shirts. Look, well, not this one. I have t-shirts made of me. I don't go around talking like I'm the greatest dude in the world, but I'm putting out the challenge. Low key. You're so damn tough. Anywhere, anytime, any place. The Daily Dank challenges you to a match. Not even a wrestling match. We do a straight up fight, man. Straight up fight. Street fight. No rules. We'll do it in a ring. We'll do it anywhere you want, low key. I challenge you because you're full of shit and you're not tough and you're not anything. You're just a former wrestler that will never be heard from again. So go out, do your drugs, do whatever you need to do to cope with it. Get over the fucking facts. Stop doing these podcast interviews because no one gives a shit. Period. Low key, you're a piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. Okay, I got that off my mind, guys. I got that off my mind. Teresa Deller, how you doing? I'm just over here ranting about professional wrestlers. I'm challenging professional wrestlers to a fight. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like he would ever even see this. But still, sounded good. Sounded good. Yeah, you and Low Key, should I have a roller derby? Yes, I challenge Low Key to a roller. I can't skate for shit though. Oh man, it just what? It just bugs me, man. When it's an act. I don't like it when actors, which he is, like wrestlers are actors. They're actor athletes, if you will. Stuntmen. There you go. That's a good way to put it. But they're stars. They get the recognition they deserve. They put their bodies on the line. Have total respect for professional wrestling. But man, when you take it and you start thinking it's real, and you start like acting like it's a real fight and how you could beat all these guys, they just don't give you an opportunity. Well, no, because it's scripted. They go with who makes money. It's simple. They don't go with who's really tough in real life. Ronda Rousey, probably the toughest lady on the planet at one point in the world. She got beat in WWE. You know what I mean? Like Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist, got beat in WWE. It doesn't matter how legitimately tough you are. It's still a show, man. You got to be entertaining. Which this guy, I don't even know his name. Caval is what I know him as. Whatever his name is, not even worth remembering. But like, if you want to go out on these podcasts and pretend it's real and pretend like I'm tough and that's why they don't want me in the ring because they know I would take their champion. No, because that's not in the script. So you're a problem, is what you're saying. It would be like an actor saying, I don't like these lines of dialogue, or I don't even like the script. I'm going to change the movie. No, you won't, because you're just an actor. Oh, Teresa Deller, good to see you. Good to see you back. Yeah, I just got these the other day. I think they pop a little bit. Kind of set it off. Okay, enough about my rant, guys. We're going to get into some wakey bakey news. We're going to get into all the things, guys. I was watching these interviews, and it's just like I said, like when an actor gets to a certain point, and they think like they're just above it all. You're part of the machine, man. You're a cog in the wheel. That cog breaks, you're going to throw another one in. Just simple as that. Pretty much with anything in life, guys, unless it's something you're doing. That's just if you're working for the man, you're just a cog in the wheel. It's good to accept it, know your place, and that way you can have a happy life. Don't give your life to the job, man, because they don't care. They can replace you like that. Don't give your life to the job. Give your life to you, man. Go out there, have a great weekend. Don't worry about work, man. Work is nothing. Work is just something that pays you some money. Go grab that money and go have a good time this weekend, guys. Don't stress. Work is work, man. I would, that's what it is. Just work your 9 of all the people to say this. The workaholic. But yeah, man, don't give your life for your job, man. Give your life for you. Do what makes you happy. If your job is what makes you happy, then more power to you, man. But do what makes you happy. Don't feel like you need to go in on your day off because they're forcing you to. If you don't want to, don't, man. Again, they want to replace you, they'll replace you like that. Do your job, do good, make it to where they don't want to replace you, but don't give that extra mile, man. Don't, unless you want to. That's a different story. You want to advance up the ladder. That's up to you. But if you're just working a 9 to 5 and, you aren't too happy with it, man, don't give your life. Give your life to you. We only get one, man. Do you want to die on your deathbed and thinking, well, I worked 1,800,000 hours? Oh, yeah. Or would you rather be, I spent 8 million hours with my family doing fun stuff. My family's going to remember me as the fun guy. Or do you want to be like, my family's going to remember as the guy who worked all the time? It's up to you guys. I'm just throwing it out there. Treat yourself good, man. The best advice I've ever gotten in my life was I was going through a pretty hard breakup at the time. This was years ago. And someone told me to date myself. And I was like, what? That's weird. And then they explained it to me. Not even just dating, man. Just treat yourself. You know, we treat other people so good. We're kind to them. We give them compliments. You know, we try to boost other people up. What about you? You need to boost yourself up, man. You know, you need to really treat yourself like you would treat someone you're being nice to, man. Treat yourself out to a movie this weekend. Treat yourself out to lunch, that place that you've been wanting to eat. Go treat yourself to that, man. You know, treat yourself good, man, because that's all we got is that one life, man. Do what you want to do. Have a great time and just be blessed, guys. Be on your deathbed knowing that you did what you wanted to do. No regrets, guys. No regrets. Daily Dank, positive message of the day. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets. All right, guys. Enough of that. Let's get into some wakey bakey news this morning, guys. Oops. Close this sucker. All right, guys, we got some showbiz news kicking off. Ryan Reynolds is urging the Academy to add a stunt Oscar category. I totally 100% agree with this. Stuntmen, man, especially in action movies, stuntmen play such a major role. Bringing, oh, hang on, guys. Oh, speaking of which, before we get into this news, I got to take a drink. Who likes my new mug? Who likes my new what are these called? Stanley Cups. Who likes my new Stanley Cup? Guess what, guys? These are the hottest thing going right now. You look on eBay, these are going for $150 all day long. Guess what I got? I got a few to give away, guys. That's right. We're going to do a big giveaway. I just wanted to give you guys a little teaser. I got a few of them. It's not all Art Krispies. I got a Mars Attacks for Akbar back there. I got a cute, cuddly horror teddy bear one. I got a few, guys. So we're going to be announcing that probably this weekend. We going to go live a couple times. But yeah, look at that, guys. These things are hot right now. So hot. So be on the lookout for the giveaways, guys. Once we get in September, we're going to start getting spooky in September, guys. We're going to run spookiness from September to October. We got a lot of stuff to get into. We got a mystery box from the dark web that should be here any day. We're going to get into that, guys. Who knows what the fucking dark web, people's fingers, toes, maybe we get a foot. I don't know, man. Hopefully we don't get body parts is what I'm saying, or any kind of murder. Usually it's this weird haunted stuff. So we'll see what we get, but I'm excited for that. We are going to do on location, guys. I'm going to start next week. I'm going to be going to some haunted hot spots here in Mojave County. We're going to be getting stoned and we're going to be getting scared. That's right. Stoned and scared, guys. We're going to go do some ghost hunts. Anyone who wants to join me, let me know. We'll meet up. I want to do some spots in Kingman, some spots in some spots in Needles and some spots in Bullhead too, the whole surrounding. And maybe we hit up Havasu. Who knows? But yes, that's the plan for September, October, guys. So get in. I love it. Is it a bong? That one's not a bong, but you can very easily just buy a new top, which I'm looking for. So the way the bongs work would be, this would be your straw that you inhale through. And then this, your stem and your bowl go straight down. And then that's how those work, man. It's so simple. But man, the one I got, my monster one, woo, that thing, that's the only bong I've been using. I haven't been using my gravity bong. I haven't been using my glass bongs. I haven't been using my silicone bongs. Oh man, those silicone bongs are rough on your throat. But that's the only bong I've been using. So, yeah, I definitely would check that out, guys. Check that out. Dude, just make sure to wear gloves and a mask when you open that box. Oh, 100%. We're going to do it outside. I'm not going to do it in my house. No way. All right, guys. So, Ryan Reynolds is urging the Academy to add a stunt Oscar category in there. In a lengthy social media post, he wrote, "Stunt work doesn't have a category at the Oscars, and I hope that will change someday." The Deadpool Wolverine star pointed out that the Buster Keaton Harold Lloyd and Chaplin were stunt performers as well as filmmakers, telling stories either with their entire bodies. Next, he drew attention to the crew on Deadpool and Wolverine, saying that they over-delivered, joking that he'll spend the rest of his days doodling their names in my Heidi stationery, dotting all the I's with little hearts. He also heaped praise on his co-star Hugh Jackman, who played Wolverine for 24 years and is known for performing many of his own stunts, a feature that Ryan gushed in mind-boggling link. Yeah, you know what? I agree with him. When did Ryan Reynolds become like the superstar? Like he's the dude now, right? Like he's the main guy all of a sudden. When did that happen? But I agree, man. Stuntmen put their lives on the line. They entertain us. They do it for a reason. They make the movie better. They deserve an Academy Award category, 100%. I don't have no issue with that. They need to make it happen. All right, guys. Melina Alves is clapping back at claims that her and Joey Lawrence had an affair. How fucking old? Joey Lawrence? Like, whoa. Like that Joey Lawrence? I don't know who Melina Alves is, but apparently, did he go, whoa, after he had his orgasm? Joey Lawrence is the kid from Blossom. I believe he was in a remake of Who's the Boss. He's been a kid actor his whole life. He's been on everything. His family is like him and his three brothers are like were in everything in the 90s and the 80s. Nearly weeks after news broke that the actress's estranged husband, Edward Ryder, alleged in his divorce filing that socked in for Christmas, co-stars were romantically involved. Oh, she must be like a Hallmark movie lady, like one of those ones. Co-stars were romantically involved. She broke her silence via Instagram, saying in a lengthy statement, "There was no sexual relationship between myself and Joey while we were on set filming." I like the way she made that specific, why we were on set filming. After we were filming, we were fucking like rabbits, but no. She called their relationship a meaningful friendship that developed naturally due to the many similarities in their personal situations, and praised Lawrence as kind, warm, and genuine, and said they had a strong, supportive friendship. Ryder's claim made headlines days after Lawrence's estranged wife filed for divorce. Woo, drama. Nikki Glasser, guys, will host the 82nd annual Golden Globes. The award show telecast will take place on January 5th, 2025 on CBS. In a statement, the comedian said she's absolutely thrilled to be hosting, and now I get a front row seat. Actually, I think I have to host from the stage. It is one. If you guys haven't checked out Nikki Glasser, man, she's a good comedian. Has a couple Netflix specials. I'd go check them out. It's one of the few times that show business not only allows but encouraging itself to be lovingly mocked. At least I hope so. God, I hope so. Glasser recently made headlines with her viral appearance at Netflix roast of Tom Brady. Yeah, she let Tom Brady have it pretty good, man. Gwyneth Paltrow is back, guys. The Oscar winner in Goop Mastermind is joining with Timothy Chalamet in Josh Savaity's ping pong movie, Marty Supreme. It will be Paltrow's first on-screen role since Avengers Endgame. No word regarding her character. Plot details for Marty Supreme are scarce, but Studio A24 posted an image of table tennis with the words "coming soon." Probably like one of those comedies. Starting Five, the Netflix basketball series following LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Edwards, and Domitos Sabonis and Jason Tatum. Has been confirmed with an October 9th premiere date, modeled after Quarterback. Starting Five provides behind the scenes look at the 23-24 NBA season through the eyes of five of the league's biggest players. The streamer says it captures their battles on and off the court as they chase greatness, pushing through injuries and balancing demands of family and legacy. Peyton Manning, Barack, and Michelle Obama are listed in executive producers. That's why Michelle ain't never going to run for president, man. They're making too much money being producers on movies and stuff, man. They don't want to give that up. I don't blame them. I don't blame him at all. All right, what else we got in the news, guys? This week's movie openings. 1992 comes out this weekend, guys. A shopkeeper must save his son from an angry mob in the 1992 LA uprising after Rodney King verdict. Stars Tyrese, Ray Liotta. Oh man, probably one of his last performances. Ray Liotta and Scott Eastwood. There is no tomato meter score on this. Sounds pretty decent. Has a decent cast in it. Um, you guys remember that? You guys remember the riots when the Rodney King riots, man? Those were crazy. It just popped up out of nowhere. I had never seen. I was like 15, 16. I'd never seen nothing like that in my life, man. Crazy. Also, the movie Reagan comes out, guys. Dennis Quaid. If you haven't checked it out, Dennis Quaid does an amazing interview over on Joe Rogan. I would check it out, guys. I love me some Dennis Quaid. Good guy. But he actually talked about the pushback of making this movie, which for political reasons, which I thought was weird. I mean, he's gone, man. Ronald Reagan ain't never gonna run for president again. No one in his family's gonna. So, like, why the pushback? I don't understand. You know what? One thing, we went to the Ronald Reagan Memorial or Presidential Library a couple years back, and maybe last year. And one thing I got out of it, man, was freaking Nancy Reagan. She was a good woman, man. I've said it before on this show, but man, what a great woman Nancy Reagan was, man. She really was. And a lot of similarities to the end of his end of his presidency and Joe Biden's presidency right now, man. It's a known fact. Ronald Reagan had Alzheimer's towards the end of his presidency, and a lot of rumors that Nancy was kind of running the show, protecting him, being a damn good wife. And a lot of what we're looking at with Biden right now, a lot of similarities in that. I'm not saying he has Alzheimer's or like that, but you know what, man, we can learn from the past. Go watch this movie and we can kind of see what's going on. I'm not saying good, bad, but I mean, there's something going on. I don't think anyone can deny that. All right. So check it out, guys. Ronald Reagan, it covers from his childhood to his time in Oval Office. Stars Dennis Quaid, Mina Servia. Ooh, I used to have a big crush on her back in the day. What was it? Loser and American Pie. And what was the other one? American Beauty. Boy, back when I was like 17, 18. Woo! She had it. She had it, guys. Not so much. And see Thomas Howell. Nice to see him in a big movie lately. All right, guys. We also got Afraid. This is the Curtis family is selected to test a new home device, a digital assistant called AIA. After learning the family's behavior and anticipating its needs, AIA begins to ensure that nothing and no one gets in their family's way. Ooh. Movie called Slingshot comes out, guys. An astronaut struggles to maintain his grip on reality aboard a possible fatal compromise mission to Saturn's moon Titan. Casey Affleck, Lawrence Fishburne, and David Morrissey star in this one. Actually, I saw the preview. It looks pretty good. And then we got, guys, City of Dreams. Mexican. Oh man, if you've been watching if you've been watching YouTube, you know what this fucking movie is. Oh my God. They play this preview, this trailer 30 times a day, man. I see this thing. And the premise of the movie is good. I'm going to say from the trailer, it looks like a movie I shot. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm a pretty good filmmaker. But it looks like a low budget. It looks like, they had a couple locations. They did what they needed to do. I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying it doesn't look like a major motion picture. It looks like an indie film that you would see at a film festival. But Tony Robbins is the big producer behind this, guys. And it is a good message. It is called City of Dreams, and it is about human trafficking. And that's probably another reason they couldn't get a lot of financial backing for it. A Mexican boy's dream of becoming a soccer star are shattered when he is smuggled across the border and sold to a sweatshop in downtown L.A. Jason Patrick, Paul Gattin, and Renta Vaca star in this. It actually has 88% on tomato meter, so that might mean I suck. And maybe my films are better than I thought. No, it just looks, it's a good thing. Guys, so we're gonna do what is that called? A watch along on Sunday. Since it is Labor Day weekend. So tonight, guys, we will be doing game night. Another game night about 8 o'clock, California time, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We'll be doing game night. We'll be playing Jackbox. Please join us. We have a great time, guys. So that will be tonight. And then Sunday, guys, I will post it up on YouTube so you see. But the place to watch is going to be the dailydank.com. Watch along. It's in the menu. Click on that. Not yet because we're not watching anything. I think you can see, what is it? Evil Bong is on there right now. If you guys want to watch Evil Bong, it's on there. I know Teresa Deller doesn't. She barely made it through the first time. I remember that. It was on 420. Poor Teresa Deller. Oh, that was a horrible movie, man. Horrible movie. But Wolverine versus Deadpool, guys, we're going to be doing it probably about 7 o'clock on Sunday, guys. A Labor Day weekend special. I will be on YouTube giving my commentary. And then on Daily Dank, you'll just be able to watch the movie. You won't be having me talk through the movie because it's a good movie, guys. So I want you guys, I haven't seen it yet. We're going to be watching it together. I hear it's grossed over $1 billion worldwide, number one R-rated comedy in the world. And you don't have a chance. What? Broken brain. You're supposed to be like Mickey. To tell you, Rock, this guy's going to decimate you. This guy's going to tear you apart, Rock. But you got to go southpaw. You got to go southpaw on him, Rock. He won't be expecting it. That's what? I don't stand a chance. I've been doing VR boxing. I know what I'm doing. I've been in a few prison fights. You know, I know what to do. It's been 40 years, 30 years, whatever it may be. It's been 30 years. Jesus. Maybe I don't have a chance. Maybe I don't have a chance. The dude's like 5'3", though. Like, I'm about 220. I'm sure he can lift me up. I think I could just get that dude in a front face lock, give him a couple. You know what? I think I unload it. This one will send you to the hospital. This one will send you to the morgue. Which one you want? Thank you for having that movie. I can sit at home and get high, the whole thing. Brian gets his neck fist and think he can take on everyone. April comes out of the peanut gallery to give me a hard time. Good morning, the lovely, beautiful April. Oh, man. And the neck isn't even fully fixed yet. I'm just challenging people on here. I don't know why I challenged him. If he's never going to, I don't know. He's watching the, I'm low key. I'm here to take you on. I'm surprised Lonnie hasn't created a low key account. Where is Lonnie? Is Lonnie up in here this morning? Where is Lonnie? Lonnie, I don't see you. He might have slept in this morning. That's allowed. That's allowed, guys. That's totally allowed. I wish I could. Some mornings I do. So let's be honest. All right, guys. So you got that going. What else we get? Oh, you know what? I want to talk about this one, guys. Baggage claim. When we went to Chicago, you guys know they stole my bags. Or they stole my weed out of my bag. In Chicago, the TSA or whoever opened my luggage, pulled out my weed bag, and that's all they took. They didn't put a little sticker in there saying this is illegal, nothing like that. They straight fucking took my weed. My bong, it was a party in a box. It was a nice little carrying case, smell proof. I had my bong. That's what happened to that bong. I had about a half ounce. I had about 2 grams of wax in there. Boy, and they don't have the kind of stuff we have in California, in Chicago, man. So those guys must have been high as fuck for the next week. But on that claim, guys, baggage claim, a fashion influencer says she has ultimately a money-saving travel hack. In Faith Woodhall's trending how-to TikTok video, she explains that if you avoid shilling out, say, an extra $40 to check an overstuffed suitcase at the airport, here's what you should do. Bring a second plastic bag full of stuff and buy a duty-free bag at the airport. So they think you've just bought stuff at the airport. In a clip in the Faith and Fashion host shows herself and a friend hiding their belongings in bags from a duty-free shop as a way of avoiding luggage fees. Woodhall tells her 310,000 followers the hack works like a dream. She has never been charged for a second bag. One viewer commented, "This is genius," while another one wrote, I've been doing this for years, work every time." The problem comes with your set the problem comes when you set your duty-free big bag down and dirty laundry spills out. Of course, once they see this, airports are going to start charging $40 for an empty duty-free bag. But what can you do? But what can you do, guys? Yeah, man, it's getting crazy. They're charging you for everything. When me and April went to Chicago, we got caught in this rainstorm. She got hit by a fence. It was all at the aquarium. We were standing, it rained so crazy. I'm trying to get an Uber. I'm trying to talk to the Uber on my phone, but the water is like getting on my phone and it's like opening up apps I had never even seen before. So we go on this tree. There's like a fence line. And we're in front. Oh, so there's like a fence line. And we're in front of the fence line, and there's a tree over us. So we're getting a little dry, not much. And all of a sudden, a dude opens the sliding gate, and it just nails April. Like she went flying. And the dude looks, and he's like, "Oh, sorry." I don't even think he said sorry. And oh man, that was a nightmare, man. So anyway, we have all these wet clothes. And we only had to pay for one bag. We split our luggage. That way, we didn't have to pay for two different things. And so we put the wet clothes in the luggage, and we had to pay the extra $40 because it was too heavy. That's a great hack, man. If we would have just had a duty-free bag, we could have brought it in with us. No problems, right? Oh man, good call out. Good call out on that. Poor April, she got hit hard. It's so hard. And I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. Oh, Mr. Crispers, calm yourself. Calm yourself. You're getting eaten up out there, Dank. You got to dodge, dip, duck, dive, dodge. Stop letting them hit your forehead. It's a big target. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. News of the weird today, guys. A man well known for making bubbles for children had his bubble burst by park rangers. Sandy Snackenberg, the bubble pirate, says he's been blowing bubbles in the park for years. The homeless disabled veteran lives out of his van where he creates his bubble solution. But it would seem that no to leave behind liquid bubble juice at La Jolola Cove in San Diego. That's where park rangers approached him, telling him they had complaints that the bubble solution left behind constitutes as littering. A city spokesman said Snakebird uses up to 6 gallons of solution each time he blows bubbles, which was issued the lowest level citation available. Snakebird has no plans to stop blowing bubbles. After all, he said, "I'm a bubbleologist. It's a thing. I checked." Oh, keep blowing, bubble. Hey, you guys remember remember the clown Bubbles? Remember when you used to blow bubbles as a kid? I fucked it up already, guys. Hey, you guys remember when you used to blow bubbles as a kid? Well, he's back in town and he's looking for you. Ding, ding, ding. All right. A city in France is barring all museum exhibits on nudity. In France? What? Which guests can view in the buff for themselves. A spokesman for the Museum of European and Mediterranean Civilization, Marsilia, says it's only natural to allow guests to see nudity exhibits without their clothes on. It's recently unveiling that some 80-some visitors put themselves on full display in curtain-covered room. France is seen as the leading destination for naturists, and now the country's centuries culture of nudity or naturism is on display via the exhibit's 600 photos, video, objects. While guests are welcome to take off their duds when visiting the display, shoes are required. You don't want to get athlete's foot. While guests are welcome to take off their clothes, shoes are required to avoid getting splinters. If I was naked and concerned about splinters, getting them off of my feet would be the least of my worries. Yeah, 100%. 100%, guys. Oh, did you know, guys? We've all tried hangover cures. Who hasn't tried a hangover cure, guys? Grandma comes in with fucking anchovies and tomato juice, and hey, drink this. This will cure you, or whatever it is. What is They only sell what's the soup at Mexican restaurants? Menudo. They only sell menudo on weekends because people with hangovers, man. There's a lot of different things. For me, before I go to bed, if I've been drinking, I do two things of coconut water. To me, it seems like more of a hydration situation. So I'll down two big things of coconut water. I go to bed. I usually wake up okay. At this old age now, it's not okay. I'm down for 2 days after one night drinking. I'm down for 2 days, man. But we've all tried hangover cures, but this one has science behind it, guys. On sale just for a few months in the U.S. The safety shot supposedly sobers up the user in an hour. Forbes reports that it reduces the amount of alcohol running through the blood after drinking, and it works so well it can even be used to help those who are suffering from alcohol poisoning. Safety Shot claims its drink helps rehydration and recovery. To anyone who has had a few too many out of an intoxicated state, the drink is said to create a protective shield around the stomach wall, therefore preventing additional resident alcohol from being absorbed. Introduced in Las Vegas, of course, late last year, availability is expanding across the country, and it is also available online. DrinkSafetyShot.com is what it is, guys. DrinkSafetyShot.com. All right, guys, for those looking for a reason to celebrate today, guys, you looking for a reason to celebrate. Today is not a good day for me, Dave. Today is Forgive Your Foe Friday, guys. That's right. It's National Forgive Your Foe Friday. It's not always easy, but in the end, you'll be much more at peace because remember, forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. What's up there, Rosie? But it does enlarge the future. All right, today is also Slinky Day, guys. Slinky was designed in the 1940s. The inventor had accidentally knocked a spring off the shelf and watched it walk down a series of books to a tabletop and then on the floor where it neatly coiled itself. After that, there really wasn't much left to invent, was there? Today is Holistic Pet Day, invented by the Animal Miracle Foundation to encourage pet owners to develop a healthy lifestyle for their pets through diet, exercise, and environment. Remember that, you guys. Today is April's favorite day, guys. It is Frankenstein Day. That's right. Honoring Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus. She was born on this day in 1797. The novel was first published anonymously in 1818. By the way, in the book, Frankenstein is the guy who created the monster, not the actual monster. And to kick off, Labor Day weekend, we got Beach Day, celebrating everything beach today, guys. Parties, family, friends, foods, get-togethers, all the things. It's also World Testicle Cooking Championship Day, guys, a.k.a. the Balls Cup. That's right. It begins an annual event in Siberia, serving up variety of testicles, including from wildlife. What other testicles are they serving? What other testicles are they serving? Including, that's nuts. And it's also, if the testicles don't entice you guys, it is Toasted Marshmallow Days, guys. That's right. Go out there and toast some marshmallows. Got a lot of days today, guys. Today is Raw Day. You're a lusty, likely overweight thrill seeker who refuses to even consider the concept of delayed gratification. Rather than plan ahead, you want immediate satisfaction. That's right. You want it raw, baby. You want it raw. So those are the days for today, guys. Birthdays. We got some celebrity birthdays in the house, guys. Warren Buffett. That's right, guys. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, had a birthday today. Lewis Black, that piece of shit. I don't like Lewis Black. one of my favorite, he thinks he knows everything about politics, and he's so hell-bent on his idealistic. He was on Opie and Anthony a long time ago, and Anthony had, it's a radio show I used to listen to, great radio show back in the day, guys. Lewis Black was on there, and Anthony had mentioned something about Yemen, how Yemen was a hot spot for terrorism. And Lewis Black laughed in his face, basically called him a piece of shit, laughed in his fucking face, told him he didn't know what he was talking about, shouldn't be talking politics. Fast forward a year and a half later, fast forward 30 years later, whatever it is now, Yemen is the hot spot for terrorism, guys. It's a fact. So Lewis Black mocking people because he thinks he knows everything, man. You're not even a good comedian. I challenge Lewis Black to a fight. No. Hey, one of my favorites, guys. One of my favorite actors in the world. Michael Chiklis. Vic Mackey, guys. If you ever watched The Shield, one of my favorite shows of all time. Vic Mackey. Man, I love The Shield. About corrupt cops. Man, this show was fire. Great, man. I couldn't tell you enough about The Shield. It's in my top 5 shows of all time. Might even be in my top 3, man. The Shield was a great show. Michael Chiklis killed it in The Shield, man. Absolutely demolished it. Did so well. You might know him. He was on a show called The Commish. He was on a couple episodes of Seinfeld. He was in Fantastic Four. What else was he in? No Ordinary Family, Rise of the Silver Surfer, but most known for The Shield, man. The Shield just wasn't amazing. And then he played Curly in the Three Stooges movie. That didn't do too well. Cameron Diaz, guys. Cameron Diaz is celebrating a birthday today. Good old Cameron Diaz. Something about Mary. Cameron Diaz, hottest woman on the planet, voted back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Cameron Diaz, guys. What else you got? Andy Rodkick, retired tennis pro. You got I don't know who that is. A pop singer, BB Rahixa, Brooklyn, New York, with Florida Georgia line, Meant to Be, Me, Myself, and I. 1996, Trevor, we're getting some early birthdays. Trevor Jackson, TV actor, was in Grownish Broadway. It was in the Broadway performance of The Lion King, and he was a rapper, singer. Drop it. Let's see here. Today's first, guys. In 1999, Oklahoma State University introduces super fannies, disposable diapers, adorned with the team's football logo. Now, are they made for kids or are they made for adults? Because Tim W., where's Tim W. at? Tim W. loves football so much, he puts on Depends, so he doesn't have to get up and go pee. They're not just for people with bladder control problems anymore. No. You're sitting on the couch, you're watching football, you're drinking your beers, you just piss yourself. You got a diaper. Who cares? I'm not getting up. Tim W. actually poops in them. I'm just That's how much he loves football, man. He loves his Bengals, guys. He's the biggest Bengals fan. I didn't even know Bengals were a team. And he, in 1988, Vic Keith of Kingston, Ontario, became the first swimmer to conquer all 5 North American Great Lakes. That's a thing. Music events, guys. In 2015, at the MTV Video Music Award, Kanye West, Kanye, what the fuck his name is, announces he will run for president in 2020. He does. Kanye West, I challenge you to a fight. Oh, no, wait. In 2020, Lady Gaga is the big winner at the MTV Video Music Awards, taking Artist of the Year, Song of the Year. Her and Ariana Grande collaboration, Rain on Me. And then the Tricon Award, honoring a highly accomplished artist across 3 disciplines. Wow. Big time. All right, guys, who's ready? This is a new bit we're going to do. Let's see the comments here. Let's see. April's here. Do you want me to call you nurse instead, Brian? I'm sure Bubbles don't complain about getting blown every day at the park. Brian, you got your neck tucked on regular. You're in a good mood today. You know you can stop hangovers the same way you can stop baby issues. Just don't keep the clothes on. Brian, why did you think to pick up my buds? Oh, I have to check it. The Shield was a great show. Hell yeah. Was he in Gotham? I forgot about that. He was in American Horror Story too. Remember he played the strong man in the carnival one or whatever it was. The Healing Center does got some good deals, guys. BOGO. Got to get over there. I'll be dropping those wild weekly drops over on the dailydank.com today, guys. Actually, I'm going to head over there after this and do it. DWO, nice. Daily Dank Fight Club. He would fight you naked. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I don't want that at all. All right, guys, we're going to get, this is a new segment I wanted to introduce. This is called Wacky Facts, guys. This is Dank Facts is what we should call them. Danky Facts. All right. This is good for me. This is good news. I've heard this before. I've never taken it seriously, but since it's on the Daily Dank, it's got to be true. People who swear a lot tend to be more honest than those who don't. I will agree with this. Mixing alcohol with diet soda results in a quicker drunk than mixing it with regular soda. Did you guys know that? Make sure you're drinking those safeties or whatever with them. The first use of toast as a metaphorical term for dead was the original Ghostbusters film. That bitch is toast. Remember that? That was the first time, huh? That is kind of interesting. That bitch is toast. No, that's all I'm going to say all day. When it cut in half, a hellstone has rings like an onion. I didn't know that. It takes around 3,000 cows to supply enough leather for a full season's worth of NFL footballs. 3,000 cows give their lives to make football for you guys. That's right, Tim W. You appreciate those goddamn cows. I challenge Tim W to a fight. No. This one. I read this one yesterday when I was prepping for the show. Back to retro. Needs to know this one above all. Who's going swimming in a pool? Who has been swimming in the pool lately? And then you get your eyes red, right? Chlorine. Yeah, that's it. Red, irritated eyes after swimming in a pool are not caused by chlorine. They are caused by urine in the water. That's right. Bathroom Readers Institute and Urban Facts make this claim, guys. So when your eyes are red, it's not the chlorine. It's people pissing in the pool. That's right. Oh, my God. All right, guys. Today's scoop of dank. It's another Lizzo. The singer, Lizzo, posted a bikini photo on Instagram because that was easier than posting a giant sign that read, "For the love of God, someone pay attention to me." You know, me and April, we were talking about this. We went to the Terror Trader Gathering of the Ghouls. It's a horror convention up in Phoenix. We just were up there, and I was looking at the cosplay people. And some of the cosplay people were at both Days of the Dead and then at this Gathering of the Ghouls. And they're kind of the same. But, man, these people are so desperate for attention. Like, you know, when I go to these things, I do my intro, I do my outro, and then I just film a bunch of, like, little clips here and there. I try not to draw a lot of attention to myself. I use my phone. I don't bring a big camera rig with me. I don't bring microphones other than just, like, a wireless one. You know, I don't bring lights. I don't wear a hat that says I'm a YouTuber. We were at Knott's Berry Farm a couple years ago, and some fucking guy, big YouTuber hat, YouTuber shirt, stickers all over, big camera rig. You know, I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, well, we kind of figured that out, but the 30 things that you're wearing that says you're a YouTuber. I don't know, man. Like, I don't draw attention like that. I never wanted to be in front of the camera. Never. I'm a behind the scenes guy. I love working cameras. I love working sound. I love behind the scene technical stuff, man. I love getting the great shots. I'm a cinematographer, man. I love camera work. That's what was pissing me off. You know what? Maybe that's an explanation I can explain to you guys. When I get so irritated with the quality of the broadcast. It's because I am a cinematographer, man. I went to film school. My angles, my lighting, like I used to be on point, man. Like I could do some great cinematic lighting, all the way from what is it, Rembrandt lighting. I mean, I can do it all, man. So when it's blurry and things aren't like they should be, it drives me insane because I know this stuff. I know how to, like I know how to do it. So that's what drives me crazy, guys. But I've never wanted to be in camera. The only reason I'm even like in front of the camera doing these shows is because, it's hard to find someone who would dedicate every day, twice a day to do a show while I film it or whatnot. The visions I have, even movies, man. I thought about doing movies where I'm in it just because it's hard to find someone dedicated to give you that, especially when you're working on low budgets and that kind of stuff. So that's like the main reason. But yeah, guys, just so everyone knows, that's the reason I get so frustrated with the quality. It's because I have all the top gear. I know how to work it. I made movies. I know how to light. I know how to do sound. I know how to do a lot of it. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do know a lot of it. And so when it gets blurry, that's when I get the most frustrated because I know better, man. I know how to do this stuff. So anyway, enough about that. Attention, Hey, Ed S, what's up, buddy? What's up? Ed S in the house. Oh, wait a minute. We got some stuff going on here. Chat in the thing. The Daily Dank Fight Club. Rosie Key, back to retro. What's up? Have a good day. Off to build another C's Candy, she says. Oh, man. Ed S is in the house, man. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? 3,000 cows to make all them pigskins. It seems a little light, right? I would have guessed like 10,000. Imagine they're just throwing footballs out there like they're nothing, man. Like one gets dirty, like baseball. When the baseball gets dirty, they throw another one. That's the kind of like, oh, who else we got? Build another store. April works for C's Candy too. Awesome, April. Don't work too hard. I do, Mr. K. I've seen pics of the Goodyear blimp plenty of times. I was wondering, how did you meet? Oh, yeah, we met through C's Candy. Brian was sleeping on a sidewalk, and April walked up every day. One day she made eye contact with him, and she felt sorry for him, so April wrapped him up in a blanket and took him home. Actually, guys, she's my caregiver. My insurance pays for her to come in and give me my meds, and so I just call her my girlfriend. She's my caregiver. She's really my caregiver. Oh, man. Yeah, so Lizzo. That's one thing with these social media influencers and stuff, man. I don't like it making it about me. I like to just be incognito. I want to run. A lot of times I'll put my camera down and just enjoy the moment, at theme parks and at different things. But yeah, so that kind of bugs me. Same thing for Lizzo. All right, guys. Mike Tyson says he smokes about $40,000 of marijuana every month. Holy shit. So there's something that is higher than his voice. 40 G's. Jesus. I thought I smoked a lot. I go through about, and I probably shouldn't say this. The lawyers for the city are probably watching. I smoke about 2 ounces. Yeah, I'll give it not quite 2 ounces. I smoke about 2 ounces a week. I go through about 8 grams of wax a week. Yeah, that's usually my go-to. So what's that? I buy cheap weed. So even if I was buying expensive weed, I'm only looking at like $1,000 a week. If I was, I'm not spending that. But if I was, and this dude, what is this dude smoking? Jesus, 40,000 a week on weed, man. So Monday is Labor Day, guys. Isn't Labor Day a strange holiday? I mean, we celebrate working by not working. It's like celebrating a Kardashian's birthday by putting on pants. Oh, actor Mark Harmon turned 73. Holy shit, that makes me feel old. I remember going into the 6th grade and Summer School, starring Mark Harmon, was one of my favorite movies. I remember they make you at the first day of school, they make you draw some stuff, and they're like, "What's your favorite movie?" And I did Summer School, starring Mark Harmon. Man, I watched it just a few months ago. Great movie. Yeah, man, 73. I feel old, man. I feel so old. He's considered a stud muffin among those old enough to still use the term. And let's not forget Johnny Depp, guys. Johnny Depp and Queen Elizabeth are 20th cousins. Did not know that. And they could not be more different. One is aging feminine, aging figure with a psychotic accent and a taste for wine. The other one is Queen Elizabeth. Poor Johnny Depp. Poor Johnny Depp. All right, guys, it is Labor Day weekend. So I'm going to throw you out some vodka facts, guys. If you're out there, you're going to be drinking, you're going to be having a good time, grab some vodka. I'm going to throw you some facts right now. The founder of Absolute Vodka passed out just before he could put the E on the first bottle. Wow. So it's spelled ABSOLUT, but he fell asleep drunk before he could put the E on the bottle. Nice. It doesn't make you do stupid things. That is kind of true. That is kind of true. Vodka, the reason Mary fell and became bloody. The glass clear liquid on your teacher's desk is definitely water. Especially if she had you in her class. You know who I'm talking to, you. It's made from potatoes, so it's considered juice when doing a cleanse. The best vodka is made from couch potatoes. That's a true story. Potatoes are vegetables, so therefore vodka is a salad. It makes sense to me. It's good for a hangover. That's your cure for a hangover right there. Jello shots are better without it. That is true. That is true. Taylor Swift puts vodka equals Kesha. Taylor Swift plus vodka equals Kesha. Took me a minute to understand that one, but I got it. I got it in a minute. Taylor Swift added vodka equals Kesha. A little math for you guys there. I'm not having some tonight. And then Twitter first published about this in 2019. All right, guys. Oh, I should have started with this earlier, guys. We're getting ready to wrap it up. But I wanted to hear from all you guys. What word or saying from the past do you think could make a comeback? And if one person says porch monkey, I'm going to knock him out, man. It's from Clerks 2, guys. It's from Clerks 2. It's not a racist thing. Kevin Smith wrote it in his film. Randall wants to bring back the term porch monkey because he doesn't feel that it's racist. He feels kids hanging on a porch should be called porch monkeys. And I've said it like 8 times. We're totally getting demonetized. So, what word or saying from the past do you think could make a comeback? Toast. That bitch is toast. You can say that. A whole bunch of them, guys. A whole bunch of them. Joke of the day. As I get older, I can definitely sense some people dressing me with their eyes. True. True story, guys. The older I get that look in the stores. They're dressing me with their eyes. I'm cool. It's cool. I'm bringing it back. That should be Brian's next movie. April, that's such a beautiful rehoming story. See people adopt, they don't shop like April. You can find love anywhere. Broken Brain, you're pretty spot on. He's my stray, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Oh. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. That's April saying. It's fine. What would I bring back? Reeking. Remember that word? Because I'm reeking of awesomeness, guys. That's right. Holy shit, it's an hour and 15 minutes. Holy moly. We're going long today, guys. We're going long. Should have asked the question at the beginning of the show. All right, guys, we're going to end with this. Most of us have one of these, but about 4% of us have two. What are they? Ooh, that's a good one. I should start this at the beginning of the show. And then the last thought of the day, guys, happiness is holding someone in your arms and knowing you hold the whole entire world. That is, man, you know what? I like that. When I hold April, I feel like I'm holding the whole entire world in my arms, guys. True story. True story. Not to be all sappy, but happiness is holding someone in your arms and knowing you're holding the entire world. That's a great say. You know what? That's a deep thought, guys. That's your deep thought of the day. Happiness is holding someone in your arms and knowing you hold the entire world. That's a good one. That's a good one, guys. All right, what are we bringing back? What are we bringing back? I would bring back fresh or sick. It's all good. It's all good. So my ex-wife has a sister, Jolene. Jolene. Jolene, cool lady, cool lady. We've had our problems in the past, but this is when we were kids. She's grown up, raising a beautiful family, has beautiful things happening. Big shout out to Jolene, former sister-in-law. But when she was a kid, she's probably like 20, 22, something like that. She was dating some dude. She probably doesn't even remember the guy. They dated very briefly. Anyway, he hit a guy with his car. I want to say it was a car accident. I don't know if he hit the dude or hit the car. He hit something. And the guy gets out and the guy's pissed. And her ex-boyfriend would say that, it's all good. That's like he would just say it constantly. Like that was his go-to word. So he gets out of the car. The dude's pissed that he hit. He walks up to the dude and he says, it's all good. And the guy fucking stabs him. It's not funny, but I mean, yeah. Happiness is created by yourself. That is true. That is like we were saying. Date yourself. Treat yourself right, man. You know what? You can't love someone else till you can love yourself. My friend Carrie Russell. I'll give a big shout out to Carrie Russell today. When I was going through some hard times, man, she told me that. She one of my best friends in the world, her and Wayne, their husband and wife, or they're married. I could have just said that. They're husband and wife, guys. Well, the reason I say that is I married him. I was their reverend. That's right. I didn't marry him like in a weird three-way thing. I married him like I was their reverend. And it's funny because I was best friends with Wayne. I was good friends with Carrie. They didn't know each other, and I didn't introduce them, but somehow their worlds collided, and now they have 4 wonderful children. They have a great house, a great life. They're doing great things. But Carrie pulled me to the side. I was going through some depression. I was having a hard time. This is years ago. And she told me that. She told me, hey, you can't love anyone until you love yourself. And I'm looking at you and I can see you don't love yourself. So fix that fucking problem. And you know what? It took a long time, man. And I'm still working through it. But you know what, man? You got to love yourself. You're you. This is your story. Think about it like, man, this is your movie. This is your story. Everyone else is just side characters in it. You could bring someone in for a main co-character role, but they end up leaving. This is your movie. This is your story. You're writing it. No one else is. Make it what you want to make it. If you want to be single and have fun, go do that. If you want to find someone, learn to love yourself, learn to be happy with you. And then that shit just comes, man. That shit just comes. I was single for... It gets longer every time I say it, but legitimately about 11 years, 9 to 11 years. It's gone as far as 15, but it's not true. So 9 to 11 years, man. So I was a single dad. I weighed about 350 pounds. I would go out on a date. That would be about it. I tried to be honest with my photos about how big I was, but then in my mind, when they would see me, it would be like, oh, he is a big boy. Nothing worked out. And it was because I was unhappy with myself, man. If I was a happy big guy, I bet you that would have came out, but I wasn't happy with me. I knew what my problems were. I couldn't fix them. That affects my attitude and all this stuff, guys. So, it isn't about losing the weight. It wasn't about that. It was about just being happy with where I was at, no matter where I was at, man. I'm alive. I had 2 great, wonderful kids. I got the world in my hands, if you really think about it. I tell this story, and I'll wrap it up with this, guys. I'll wrap it up with this. When I was in prison, years ago, long time ago, guys. I was like 20, 21 years old. So like 30 years ago when I was in prison, prison's stressful, man. Prison's a stressful place. You got a lot of stuff going on, but it really doesn't have to be. So there was a point where in prison, you have to send your laundry out to get done. They don't have like machines or anything. You have to send it to the laundry, and they have workers there to get done. If you don't pay a guy, your laundry gets all fucked up. They don't care. They're just throwing it in the bag. But if you pay a guy who works at the laundry, he'll fold your stuff. He'll treat it right. You get all your laundry back. It's a thing. It's just the way it works. And it doesn't cost much. A couple coffees a week or whatever it is. Stamps. That type of thing. So I had a guy, a Jewish guy, Bernstein was his name. He was doing my laundry for me. Well, Bernstein gets caught smuggling some shit in or something. I forget what happens. So he goes to the hole. So now all of a sudden I don't have a guy to do my laundry. And an African American fella walks up to me and he hits me up with an offer to do my laundry. Same deal, same thing. And I accept it. But then all of a sudden I start thinking, oh shit, I'm doing business with a African American guy. Black guy is what I said in my mind. That's not kosher, even though the other guy's name was Bernstein. It's not kosher to be doing business with outside of your race, man. That's a big no-no. A big no-no. But there's certain things like laundry no one really cares about like that's not if you're doing drug deals or you're doing it's a big no but laundry really no one cared, but in my mind I was stressing out about it. So about 2 weeks into this, and that's really the only thing I'm stressing about, I have an epiphany and I look at myself and I say, is having a guy do my laundry my biggest worry in life? Is who I'm paying to do my laundry? I have it pretty fucking good. Like even in prison, I'm not worried. I was a good guy. I was a straight up dude. I didn't play games. I didn't get into the bullshit. So I wasn't worried about getting shanked. I wasn't worried about doing any of this stuff. That's a whole nother story for another time though. But the shank story. So I was just doing my time, man. I wasn't involved in any of the politics. I didn't have nothing to worry about. No one knew who the fuck I was. I remember when I left, I got released like a year or two. I think it was about a year. So I did 9 months, or I think 11 months in county, and then got transferred to prison. So my 2 years, I actually only did like 11 months in prison because I did the other in county or whatever, however it worked out. So I was only there for a minute. There for about 9 months. And I remember when I was getting out, the COs who were processing me out to corrections officers were like, who are you? We've never even seen you, and you're going home already? And then they're like, I just did my time. I did my job. I didn't cause no problem. And then they were like, you know what? I don't think we'll see you again. I think you're done. I think, you know what? If you treated prison like that, I don't think you're coming back. And you know what, man? I hated those COs because they were dicks over there. But man, when she told me that, it really resonated with me, and I had never gone back, man. She was right. You know what? I had outgrown that stage of my life. I was no longer an addict. It's still a blessing, man. Still a huge blessing. Am I happy now, or it's just the bud? You know what? I have my moments like we all do. I'm mostly happy for the most part, but then I let life drag me down at times, which you just kind of have to forget about and just, jump back. But yeah, so that resonated with me, man. And all those CEOs were dicks. So I worked Monday through Friday out in the city of Clifton, Arizona. I was a road worker. I did all the freaking, I think it was a hard work, man. Like you're lifting stuff, you're doing yard work. So when I get back, you just want to shower, you want to rest. You're working a real physical job. So Saturday and Sundays we had off. So a lot of us, what we would do is they did breakfast or biscuits and gravy for breakfast on Saturdays, and they start at 6:30. So I would wake up, I would go eat my breakfast or biscuits and gravy. I would come back to bed, then I'd go back to bed, sleep until 11, 12, whatever. It's Saturday, man. It's my day off. That was my wake and bake without weed, man. Biscuits and gravy, wake and bake. And these fucking COs would kick your bed if you were sleeping on your day off because it wasn't fair that they had to work in the morning and you didn't. This motherfucker, I still remember this dude. Biggest fuck. He's a fucking like a fit guy. Again, like I tell all the San Bernardino County sheriffs, let me guess, you were a big shot in high school. You went to some shitty junior college and you washed out. And now it was either being a corrections officer or personal trainer. And you went corrections officer because there's a retirement involved. That's all those guys are, man. And they all have chips on their fucking shoulders. Actually, not all of them. My buddy Wayne was a CO for a while, and he was like, I asked him, I'm like, dude, what do you do? Like, because you have to make your bed every day in prison. People hate it, but you got to make your bed. It's almost military-ish. It's got to be tight. They don't actually drop a dime on it, but it's something similar to that. And I asked him, I'm like, dude, what do you do? Like, I mean, because you're not a dick. You don't really have control, anger issues. He's like, I fucking hate it, man. Who am I to tell some dude to make his bed? And he's all, I just tell him, dude, do me a favor, just make your bed. You know you're gonna get a write up if you don't. I don't want to fuck with it. Just make your bed. And he said they normally do on that, But a lot of those guys, man, they get into it because they were bullies in high school and they couldn't be a bully in college because they were just a little guy there. They wash out because they can't handle not being the supreme guy. And then again, they go to some shitty junior college. They have no options. They're living in their mom's basement, dating girls just because they're fit, no future, borrowing dad's car. And then dad brings up a freaking, hey, why don't you become a sheriff officer? I was thinking personal trainer, but yeah, there's retirement involved. And then they go and they use their bullying tactics on people in there. It's all the same shit, guys. I'm talking too much. It's an hour and a half morning show. Jeez Louise, guys. All right, I'm going to answer the question for those still hanging in there. Most of us have one of these. About 4% have two. What are they? Middle names. That's right, guys. Middle names. Only 4% of all people have two middle names. Good fact to know. And remember, guys, deep thought of the day. Happiness is holding someone in your arms and knowing you're holding the world. Also, happiness is knowing you're happy. And you're holding yourself in your arms and you're handling your happiness for yourself, guys. Again, you make your own happiness. Make it happen, guys. And that's it, man. That's the show. That was a hell of a show. Hour and a half. Jeez Louise, I got to get to the Seas Candy. You're not talking enough. Oh, geez Louise. Tim, we were talking about your Depends, how you like to wear Depends when you watch football because they're not just for people with bladder control problems anymore. It's the fourth quarter, third down, 8 minutes left. You've been drinking beer all day. You got to piss like a horse. You don't have to miss the play anymore, guys. You just pee in your Depends. Just like that. Just like that. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hour and a half. Nice. We're going to have a 420 show, guys, and then at 8 o'clock, 7:38, I will set the time a little later on today. Game night tonight, guys. Jackbox. Get in. We're going to have a great game. We're going to play some T-shirt Kung Fu tournament challenge. We got a couple other new ones on there I want to play. That time travel one was kind of cool. Maybe we play that one too. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that, guys. And then Sunday, about 7 p.m. California time, we're going to be going live with a watch-along party, guys. We're going to be watching Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool, whatever it's called. We're going to be doing those, guys. We're going to be having a lot of fun. Big Labor Day weekend party, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to be dropping Off the Beaten Path tomorrow from the Illusion Museum in Chicago, guys. Pretty cool outing. So yeah, got a lot of stuff happening. Stay tuned, guys. We'll see you at 4:10 for the 420 show. You have a great rest of your day, guys. I forgot I got outro music, don't I? Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care of one another. Love yourself, man. You're great. You're awesome. You are loved and you are appreciated. There's no one else on earth like you. Just remember that. You're one of a kind. And you got to treat yourself like that. All right, guys. Stay tuned, stay positive, and stay high. We'll see you on the flip side, guys. We'll see you.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home. but you can't stay here.
See you guys.